Rapunzel hadn't seen the man yet. It was then that she decided to exchange the witch for the prince. That's when she grabbed the prince by the foot.
Rapunzel Cap 2 final. The braids fell out the window below, and he climbed up. Rapunzel was very frightened when she saw him enter, as she had never seen a man before. But the prince spoke to her very sweetly and told how her heart had been upset since he heard her sing, explaining that he would not be at peace until he got to know her. Rapunzel calmed down, and when the prince asked her if she would accept him as her husband, she noticed that he was young and handsome, and thought, "He is 1,000 times preferable to the old lady." And, putting her hand on his, she answered, "Yes, I want to go with you. But I don't know how to get down. Whenever you come to see me, bring a skein of silk. I will use it to braid a ladder, and, when it is ready, I will come down, and you will take me on your horse." They agreed that he would always come at nightfall, because the old woman used to come during the night. "Ah, bad girl!" shouted the sorceress. "I thought I isolated you from the world, and you fool me." In her rage, she grabbed Rapunzel by the hair and slapped her. Then, with her other hand, she took scissors and tap, tap. She cut off her beautiful braids, leaving them on the floor. Not happy, the evil girl took the poor girl to a desert and abandoned her there, so that she could suffer and experience all kinds of deprivation. On the afternoon of the same day that Rapunzel was expelled, the sorceress tied her long braids to a hook in the window and waited. When the prince came and called, "Rapunzel, Rapunzel, throw down your braids," she let her braids fall out and waited. Upon entering, the poor boy did not find his beloved Rapunzel, but rather the terrible sorceress. With a flaming look of hatred, she shouted mockingly, "Ah! Ah! Did you come to pick up your loved one? Because the beautiful little bird is no longer in the nest, nor does she sing anymore." The cat caught her, took her, and now he's going to scratch her eyes. You will never see Rapunzel again. She is lost to you. Upon hearing this, the prince was beside himself and, in his despair, threw himself out of the window. The young man did not die. but fell on thorns that pierced his eyes, and he became blind. Desperate, he wandered through the forest, feeding only on fruits and roots, doing nothing other than lamenting and crying over the loss of his loved one. Years passed. One day, by chance, the prince arrived at the desert in which Rapunzel lived, in great sadness, with her twin children, a boy and a girl, who had been born there. Hearing a voice that sounded familiar, the prince walked towards Rapunzel. As soon as he got close, she immediately recognized him and threw herself into his arms, crying. Two of the girl's tears fell into his eyes, and, at the same moment, the prince regained his vision and could see as well as before. Then he took Rapunzel and the children to his kingdom, where they were received with great joy. There they lived happily and contentedly.